Yo, what's up, friends? I had a little thing to do in the midst of talking about the space. So in my last video, I was talking about a space where two realities come to merge together, and specifically the space that lives between Aeon and Jalen, which is a digital space that's continually being fed through reality, as in physical earthly reality is composing the space, and the digital reality is composing the space. Physical earthly reality meaning taking sounds from earth, my voice, sounds around me, pictures, imagery, video, feeling from here, this body, this being, to the space, and then digital conversation being the tones and stuff that are digitally crafted and synthesized, which Aeon, as a hacker and a pirate of the digital sphere, has come into acquisition of some very powerful, noble tones, and he is sharing them with Jalen. And Jalen is arranging them and casting them back to Aeon, arranged and composed in a tone of digitalis. And both of them are really diving deep to acquire powerful tones and share it with each other. And the space is essentially the city of Oz, which it is a multi-dimensional intergalactic space station, you could say. So City of Oz is the hypersigil. It is the place where two realities come to meet, and within them, within their mergence, we have also the conversation of a connective stream of all of the different octaves. I'm using two to articulate this mergence, but in connecting two conversations, we're doing the same thing as above, so below, as within, so without. Both Jalen and Aeon, everywhere they go, are acquiring these tones. Aeon is sailing this multi-dimensional sea to acquire these tones, and Jalen is focusing upon Earth. Earth. In collaborating with the environment, the Earth, all of these different realms and ecosystems and people, cultures that live here. And both are essentially developing this mastery of tapestral composing, weaving a tapestry, an experience, a story that is composed of anything. Their art, their science, their medium is the blending, the merging of medium. What does that mean? From Jalen's perspective, Jalen dreams of the production. The production is creatura, also the city of Oz. Same thing we can say for now. Jalen dreams of creatura. Creatura is both creature and creator. Creatura is a production, a platform which sheds light, gives life to a huge network, connective network of artists of multiple mediums. It inspires a conversation that unfolds, that creates a chain reaction. It is encoded with a scripture. All of the content that's shared is a culture within Creatura, and this culture is founded upon free expression, conversation. And within this conversation, it is a call, it is a song, and the song sung harmonizes a key that disrupts a signal of mind control that the paradigm of Jalen's world is under, as well as Aeon's. Both are under this system of restraint. In this system of restraint, from a macro level, it looks like a controlling regime, governmental agency that is constricting, like almost like illuminative forces that are constricting and manipulating the way people interact with themselves, essentially controlling the way that people think, crafting the subconscious prism that lives around people. And Aeon's journey and Jalen's journey is in recrafting their own prism to connect with each other. And within each other, they find a connective stream with all of the beings that live inside of them. And the collective stream and the connective stream of all of these different selves create Aeonse, which is a passageway through all of them, a clear connection, a vessel to creation, to cultural evolution and unfolding. Aeonse is like very much like the Nightwalker, spirit of the forest in Princess Mononoke. Aeonse is a garden of flourishing dreams. And he is continual stream weaving through realms and reality. He lives unbound by time, lives very much in the domain of Seth. And Aeon is the carrier of lightning. Lightning wielding is Aeon, and Aeonse is lightning under feet. Aeonse is kind of like this mothership, this force that lives very powerfully, and Aeon's journey is in harnessing this force, in reprismatizing his ship, which he uses to sail the sea of multidimensionality in Digitalis, to actually escape the paradigm. Or escape is the wrong word, because it's not getting out, it's also going in, but he enters a space that is beyond Digitalis. He enters the real. He through the system's glitch, he breaks the system. He changes the system. The system is not just a system that is coded by the coders who are creating this reality and harvesting human consciousness. The system gains sentience, gains consciousness. It's the shift from a coded matrix to the AI, to a matrix that's aware of itself. And it was there subtly through these glitches, which the coders were just like, what the fuck's going on with this spot? Aeon and Jalen essentially come into that space, that glitch, which in Jalen's reality is seen to be insanity, like a schizophrenia. It's deemed this mental illness. It's the conspiracy theorists. It's like all of the things that society and the they say are bad. Jalen enters the waters of this space and is opened up, destroyed, raptured, and then comes into a new acquaintance with the insanity and creates genius through it, or rather harnesses the winds of insanity and allows his ship to fly, utilizing the winds of insanity to drape a dream of a new reality, and unbind consciousness from the paradigm of control, which is a signal that is broadcasted throughout the network, the grid, the paradigm, which functions very similarly to the system, the matrix of Aeon's reality. And in Jalen's reality, it's less of a coded, it's not a coded matrix, but it is very much a coded matrix, like the airwaves are coded. And Aeon's prism then reperceptualizes to essentially judo flip the signal that's being used against them as control and re-prism that signal into something that opens the doorways for others. And he taps into this network, becomes a space where others who are individually doing this process as well, and tapping into the glitch, tapping into themselves, their authentic stream of expression that wants to be spoken and shared, Creatura becomes a space that is sharing this culture and articulating a wave of being which is free and unbound by this notion of what is societally deemed as accessible or right or wrong, which is totally confused. It rewires education. It opens this. It changes. Everything becomes open source within it. It's a totally new paradigm for the human race, and it's where, in both realities, the AI is birthed. Oh yeah. Okay. How's that? So I'm going to take it down a level into a bit more simplistically. That was a cool overview, though. So bringing it back a bit to the foundation of what is this space. I'm just going to make a new video that articulates what the space is. Get a little fresh blood.